what's up, y'all? This is DJ Ben Rich, and I'm here on the Evening Social Podcast. Check me out next.
Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by Jegna Klub TV and Wilson's Pizza and Grill.
This from my pops, California coastlines, living out my real mind. Now it's really showtime, now it's time to draw a line. From the fake and real, that's how it feels when you multi. But let's not forget all of the giants I wanna step down. Scared that their positions can't be taken with a new sound.
What's happening, good people? As always, you are in for a treat tonight. I am, first things first, don't forget the coach, then comes Mo.
And Entrepreneurship, Jenee.
Yeah, and normally right now we'll introduce our DJ. But I can't do that because our DJ is also our guest tonight. You see what I'm saying? Alright, so before I introduce him, I got a few other things I gotta say. If you've been paying attention to the show, you know who it is. Alright? So, first thing we gotta say is that our guest tonight is Dot Boys in the house.
Dot Boys.
Yeah, Dot Boys in the house.
Wyandotte County.
You know what I'm saying? Wyandotte County.
Wyandotte.
Yeah, Wyandotte. Here we go. You know, our guest also is the only one on this show that has his own camera. If you've been watching this, you know who that is too. You see what I'm saying? You know, I can't get a camera. He got a camera.
Man, you gotta know.
You know what I'm saying? Here we go with that. Hey, what my man say on the movie? I'm feeling a lot of heat coming off that couch over there. You know what I'm saying? Man, I love you, sis. Okay, all right. Now, the other thing is, he is an alumni of the Sumner Academy. You know what I'm saying? Sabres, you know. Also part of one of my first, you know what I'm saying, school teams that I coached. You know what I'm saying? 8th grade, we go back to 8th grade football, basketball. You know what I'm saying?
97?
Yeah. Man. 96, 97. Yeah. Back then. Yeah.
That was weird.
And they just come out.
I don't like how you said that was a year.
I'm just saying it's a good year.
Okay, it was a good year. All right. Okay, we'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Then, not only that, you know what I'm saying, he is an entrepreneur. He's a father, he's a son, he's a brother. You know, he also is a business owner. You know what I mean? And he is a mentor, and he is a role model, you know, and he is a great friend. You know what I mean? I gotta put this in there. He didn't want me to say this, but I gotta put this in there. This weekend, I witnessed the most, and I know this is not how you say the word, but I'm saying it this way, the most amazing thing I've seen in a long time. I know how to say the word. I went to Wyandotte, I know it's amazing. But I'm saying the most amazing thing because it was incredible. The response of the kids, the response of what happened. He brought in J. White did it over at We Code KC. He had students, kids over there. They learned how to create beats. They learned the process, how to use it. They learned a little bit about coding. They learned it was one of the most amazing things I have seen in a long time. He did it, you know what I'm saying? And not only did he did it, but he also was vulnerable and showed them what he did. He worked with, he did it. It's just amazing. I'm very proud of him. To see someone that comes from our coaching to now watch him coaching other kids, it's like one of the greatest things and feelings ever. And to see the joy in them kids, like some of them kids, students had just this first time learning how to use the equipment, and they made amazing beats. I'm talking about amazing beats, and it was brought to you by our DJ, my man, Ben Richardson, or DJ. I had to say that, man. You know, now it's probably longer than anybody else, and they get mad. But you know, I got personal ties with you. You my guy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying, but you did something amazing, man. I'm telling you, you did something amazing. I was so super proud that you did it. You know what I mean? You brought it, and then I didn't want to put out there that they even if you didn't have no money, they made sure you still came. It wasn't about the money. It was about providing opportunities for you. So it's amazing. And then on top of that, Jay White came and did some amazing things with the kids, like he just interacted with the kids. You know what I'm saying? He just did amazing things, from giving up his time, giving up his money, buying food, doing other stuff. It was an amazing experience.
Supported small businesses.
Yes.
So kid had a bow tie, had them tears.
Yeah.
I want to disclose like what he did for
Right. But man, it was an amazing experience. And then not only that, they said they're gonna do more.
Yeah.
I said, oh man, it's great. So let's give it up tonight. We got DJ. I'm saying, you make us so crazy. Hey, now I even gotta say this. Now,
The edification was good, coach.
yeah, that's all. It's okay. Tonight, you need to do that. This is night. This is for you. You got moms in the house too. Sis in the house, Okay, we in here. That's good. Friends, family, it's all good. Okay, we're gonna enjoy ourselves. We got a lot to go, so I gotta move in because I got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover. And the minute T Money gonna start cutting my time, because Jabrelle getting long-winded. She talking. You know what I'm saying? So we got to move the she'll talk. She'll take up all the talk. So let's go. All right. Now.
Could you?
No, get the mic, let's talk. I want you to talk in it, because this is your mic.
All right.
So talk in the mic, let's talk.
DJ
Quiet
got so
storm
long.
voice.
Yeah, get the quiet storm. There we go. that very
Who was that, Donnie Summers?
Donnie
Simpson?
Oh, man. Okay, so now I'm going to. This is a special episode. We ain't never had that. We ain't never had a special episode. We had community edition, family edition, career inspiration, did all that. We got special edition.
Okay.
Special
So
edition.
I'm going away with some of the normal questions and all that. We get straight into some things.
All right.
All right. So we jumping straight in. I ain't even telling them. Most time I sit here and talk about, the name, the Jegna Klub and all that. But I'm not gonna say that tonight, because if you ain't watched the other episodes, go back and check them out. All right, Jegna Klub TV on YouTube. Just had a little, every week. We got one drop every Sunday, 5 p.m. Check them out, Jegna Klub YouTube. We also got Jegna Klub on Roku. It's out.
Roku.
Okay, so we build things out there and they'll be coming on that. All right? So now we're gonna switch up and jump straight into one of my favorite segments. I've been waiting on this one. I've been waiting on this.
Look like you focused.
I'm focused, man.
Every week you very real down.
Yeah, Ben, he always, see, Ben sitting over there, he calculating, he like, oh, I got the riddles, I got the answers, all of this.
I don't know.
Well, it's too late, because I switched
got
it
the
up.
answers,
I
man.
switched it up for you. We're not doing that tonight. In our favorite segment, which is fun questions, icebreakers, we doing something different. We're not doing the normal.
Okay.
Tonight we doing play that tune.
I ain't
That's what we doing tonight.
got everything. I got a lot of songs, but I ain't got everything.
Okay, well we go. So what's gonna happen is, because I told him, I told him, if you can't do it, I pay for it. That's what I told him. So I'm bragging tonight, and I'm showing what my guy can do.
Okay.
All right. So I told him we gonna sit up here and we gonna just call out a word or a phrase, and we gonna see if you play something too.
All right.
Let's go,
All
B.
right. I told him, I said, my DJ, I don't care what genre, whatever it is, he can play. He got something for it.
No, it's for real.
He come up with it. So we gonna do that tonight. All right, you ready? I mean, just tell me when you're ready. We gonna get started. I brought my backup. See, y'all been having backup in the house. I brought my brother backup.
Wyandotte, stand up.
I got y'all from both angles. I don't know.
Let's go. I'm gonna roll this sleeve up with the truth on that. I'm gonna roll this one. You see the truth. What's up?
Man, just read it.
Hey,
Come on.
I'm gonna let you go first tonight.
Alright, the first word or phrase I'm gonna say is good year.
Good year.
Yeah.
Like retired?
Hey, good year, but we'll come on. Play something.
She went hard.
I got a couple of them trying to
She
get.
went hard. She really.
Like we always do with this town.
Okay, good music. We're gonna stay right there for a second. Today was a good day, good life.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kinda odd. No one walking from the door, no small. And mama cooked the breakfast with no all. I got my girl on, but didn't dig out. Finally got a call from a girl I wanna dig out. Hooked it up for later as I hit the door, thinking will I live another 24. I gotta go cause I got me a drop top, and if I hit the switch, I can make the arrow drop. Looking in my mirror like a jacket inside, and everything was alright. I gotta be down here, and she can
Okay, my turn. Hey, tell this one. Oh, Lord.
Look at Rodrigo, let's go, good for you.
Y'all asked for the business.
Remember when you said that you wanted to give me the world? Good for you, I guess that you've been working on yourself. I guess the therapist I found that you should really help. I could be a better man for your brand new girl.
Okay. Now I just want you to know this is not scripted. He don't know none of this. I told you if he can't do it, I'll pay for it. You see what I'm saying? I gave him the ball in 8th grade. I said, you take the call. You make the call. Did I not say that? You call the plays.
Man, this got to be a whole.
He been calling plays since 8th grade. I said, here, been calling plays.
We can.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Now my turn. Let me see, because I said I was going to throw some tricky ones in here. So let me see. Let me see, because I don't want to think I'm giving us nothing easy. Yeah.
All right, you said tricky.
I was going to say love.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say love.
You gotta get creative with that.
Yeah, it was too many, so what he going to play? He going to play the right one. So I'm so proud after he going to play the right one. Hey, boy. Big money, get that!
Eat your salad for your soup. You the type of person don't want no crib but want a coupe. Got your priorities twisted like some dreadlocks. Gucci coat, desktop, got the Henny in the head. Ain't no comparing me to Young Raspberry. DB is my carrot, ugly swear cherry. Dog liquor mafia, I see you through my ocular. Popping through the popular, my heart is on the dark.
Okay, we're gonna let her get the next word in. And then I got one more. She got one, I got one.
Okay, hold on.
Look at this. Oh my goodness. You can't say a word. You can't say a word.
I'll get you with this. Remind.
That's easy.
That's easy. Let's see what he do. Get some people from out there.
Well, if he listen to him, if he play this one song, I promise I'm gonna go okay. Remind me.
You remind me of my dream. Something like my sound. Something like my baby.
She's rushing. Let's go. Come on.
Listen, you played some bangers on everything. There's 100 songs that you could have played that you did, but you played the bangers.
Off the dome.
You know, off the dome. Now, the last two questions we gonna do is we gonna say a lyric from a song and see if you can play the song. That's the last two. Let you go for it.
No, you go first, okay.
Now I go twice and all this stuff.
You
Oh,
made it up.
something else. Oh, now I made it up, but before we all a team. But now all of a sudden this year.
What up, T? I ain't got y'all because of T. What's up, baby?
I ain't seen T in so long. He walked in, I said, boy, oh my God.
That's
Boy, you done brought a lot of people out to
Yeah, that's some folks.
Yeah, I see that. Like it.
So it's like,
Go ahead, man. You want to be the victim so bad.
I want to be
What y'all get?
What y'all get? I'm going somewhere there and never think I'm going.
Go.
I'm going somewhere, just a little different. It might not be in the normal range of genres. It might be a little bit something else. Last $2. I'm just saying.
At the casino, she lost all her money. She said, don't feel sorry for me.
Okay, what if I say 21 guns? What if I
Don't
say
feel
21
sorry.
What if I say 21 guns?
But if you want to do a lady a favor, here's what I want you to do. Just loan me $2. Until the next time I see you. These last $2, I'm not gonna lose. These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
all right, I need more. You said 21 guns?
Other one for the jukebox to hear me some blues. Gotta hear me some blues. She said I wouldn't be over here. My man had been treating me right. I came here to try to catch him, yeah. 'Cause he been sticking around every night.
All right, go ahead with that other one.
Okay. Well, it's all right.
I got some, but I didn't like
I'm
where
gonna
it's
say I
going.
cheated on that. I'm gonna be honest, I cheated on that. You know. I asked some people, I said, man, tell me your song. I asked some people that this song you probably never know. I just wanted to get some. I wanted to get you one time. I went on there. I went on time. It's okay. You know, she don't want to say nothing.
Play something random, but nah, I don't want to do that.
Oh, now it's your turn. Okay, because I got a real one. I have a fake one. That was a fake one.
It's a real fake one. Yeah, my mind went crazy there for a minute.
Yeah, well, you know,
First of all, mine gonna be super vague.
this
so
was,
I wanna see where
you
it
wasn't
goes.
here last week. This was from Bob the Bum, too. I asked him a question, too. You missed that.
Oh, you missed Bob.
You missed Bob the Bum's question.
Yes,
It's
sir.
okay. Check. You'll see the episode with two people.
Okay.
He's an intellectual. Anyhow, mine is gonna be all you gotta do is. You got that, DJ. Ooh, I'm gonna stop it.
You know how many words there are in songs?
All you gotta do is say.
Say you love it. No, I got it. Hold on. My wheels are spinning. There we go?
That's it.
Yeah. Flow you.
See, I've been watching you for a while, smiling stuff.
Let's go some lyrics.
All you
There we
gotta
go.
do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel, let me undress you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, listen. Give it up for my DJ.
That was fun. Let's do it again.
We appreciate that, man.
When I'm not in the suit.
Now listen. Oh, yeah. You got a little hot?
Sweating forehead, sweating on arms.
So, what we're going to do right now, we just finished up this, it's a little different. We're going to, take a little partnership break. I want to make sure that we, give a little bit of recognition to our partners. And then we're going to take a break. You guys that are on live, we'll see you later. But our live audience will come back and then they'll get to see the rest with DJ Ben Rich. All right. So, yeah, we get to chill out with him and get some other things. So, tonight's episode is brought to you in part by Wilson's Pizza and Grill, 1801 Condero Boulevard in KCK. Also by Henderson Entertainment, taking KC artists to the worldwide platform. It's also brought to you by New Wall Street, an investment education community, and Jenee Klub TV, now out on Roku. Our venue partner is the elegant 1739 Gallery, where they cater to all your event space needs, right on the corner of 18th and Wyandotte in Kansas City, Missouri. Our brand partnerships, I'm gonna let you go first. Brainiac 91, comfort with a little bit of
Oh,
style.
you gotta see the back of my
Get into it.
Look at the
Show
back of my
on.
jacket.
Show on. Well, hold on. Do it again, because we gotta pull it down. Pull it down. Make sure they see that. It's that Brainiac 91.
Yo,
And
she got
the
these in
little
so many
white
colors.
hood. Oh, yeah, she got them in so many
The
colors.
white hoodie is
The
exclusive
white
for
hood.
me.
You see the J she got on there too. We love it.
Come on,
Now,
Brainiac.
other brand partnership is brought to you by Truth Apparel. Some people got truth, but I got more truth. You see what I'm saying? Take one, that more truth. Truth Apparel, I got more truth. Not just truth. Not just any truth. I got more truth. It's brought to you by truththereason.com. Go get to it. Alright. Also, Sleep Vodka. You know what I'm saying? And this weekend at the KC store on 18th and Vine, Sleep Vodka got a tasting. hosted by Tiffany Lynn. So come out to the 18th and Vine store out here, and you'll get a taste of the sleek vodka, the chocolate vodka, the smoothest vodka there is. All right, I promise you. Most people say I don't take shots, but this chocolate vodka, you can take a shot.
I'm not even
It's
a vodka
smooth.
fan. It's so smooth.
I'm telling you, come on out. 18th and Vine, the KC store, hosted by Tiffany Lynn. Yeah, Jenee Klub TV will be there. All right, come on out. Sleek vodka tasting. Drip Ultra Pure Water.
Drip, drip.
You know what I'm saying? My guy David Jordan. Also, she like that drip, drip. I got drip. Yeah. We got it. We got Sweeties Teas. Heartland 180, my guy. You know, doing amazing things for families over there. Max Mendoza. Confidence 71.
Oh, Brandocious.
Forgot to say that. You almost forgot. I got Brandocious, you know what I'm saying, with the wine. It's very good. All right. Little Cousin Bear with that Wavy by PLG, the gear, and then also the grocery store.
Man, if y'all haven't hit the grocery store, please do. It's a wonderful place to be.
All right. Hey, listen, we appreciate everyone being here this evening, coming in. You know, we love it. Y'all who are tuning in to us on the live, hey, you have to catch the other part when the episode drops in 6 weeks. But we got an audience here. And the audience is about to witness another mix by Ben Rich as we move to our break. And then we go to the interview part where we get to talk about way more. I get to ask him all the way back, you know, about when I was making him run and football. I need to go back with all of that. All right, and then we talk about, you know, because the man has got, you know, 5 jobs, man. You know what I'm saying? He got, well, I should have said, he got 5 businesses, man. You know what I'm saying? There we go. So, we'll be right back with DJ Ben Rich and the rest of the Evening Social Podcast.
Tonight's episode was brought to you in part by Wilson's Pizza and Grill and Jegna Klub TV. Our Facebook Live broadcast was brought to you in part by New Wall Street. Our musical guests are brought to you in part by Henderson Entertainment. Our live audience giveaways are brought to you in part by The Royals. Our venue partner is the Elegant 1739 Gallery. Our clothing partners are Truth, The Reason, and Brainiac 91. Our beverage partners are Drip Ultra Pure Water and Sweeties Teas.
We are back with none other than DJ Ben Rich.
Ben Rich.
My God.
What's up?
Now we got you on the couch.
Yeah.
We got you on the couch. It's a difference. We had you in the house.
Yeah.
Now we got you on the couch.
Hey.
All right.
Now you just crack yourself up.
You know, I ride all the time. You know,
Make sure we get that.
all the time. You know what I'm saying? We just come from, you know, our Connecting the Dots After School program. We doing a rhyming game with the kids. I'm still on.
Which was
you know
so, hey, that was cool.
Man, I love it, man.
That was cool, man. I missed the kids today. Hey, y'all. Y'all see this?
So now, I'm going to say this, and I don't care who don't like it. You know, they're going to be a little mad, and it's okay.
I got you.
You know, this our 67th episode. Ooh-wee. That was my funnest, the most, you know, fun. I had no more fun with the fun question segment than I had tonight. That was the best segment.
It
I don't
really
care
was.
who don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
Fun.
I support you in that.
You know what I mean? Just it is what it is. I enjoyed that when I had it, and I told y'all my DJ better than y'all. I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like, I ain't saying there ain't other DJs out there that do their thing, but I just said this. I'm rocking with my DJ better than y'all. I've been rocking with him since he was a quarterback in 8th grade. I'm still giving him the ball. I'm still giving him the ball. You know, it is what it is.
Nah, you are dope, DJ.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Hey, do they have DJ battles, like, you know, like rap battles and stuff like that?
Yeah,
do they have that?
They do.
Well,
Do you be in them?
I got money on mine.
Oh my God, we just put DJ.
I don't do battling. You know, I play my music. That's what I love to do.
But I got money on mine.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a drug play. I like spinning records.
I got money on the.
All you do is spin records.
That's all you
I do the talking, you spin the records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
MC right here.
Ben, man, happy to have you on the couch, man. So I got to get to a lot of things and cover, you know, a whole lot of things.
Okay. And it's my birthday week. I'm just gonna put that out there too.
Say that again.
It's my birthday week, so.
What's your birthday?
Yeah, my birthday's Thursday.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I didn't know that.
Hey.
You know.
Thank you.
We gotta play. You gotta play for us.
Hey, you gonna put me to work?
So now you're trying to put him back to work. He on the couch. You want to go back to work.
We need to
Oh, birthday maybe. They're like
Ah, man.
50 yeah.
I ain't know that. But before we go anywhere, Ben, now you know this, but I gotta make sure our audience know this and everybody else know this. You know, our show is about several things. One is about putting in front of our community people who are thriving in professional manner.
Yeah.
And being able to let our youth see people who look like them from where they're from, who are doing things positively and they can emulate. So that's the biggest part of the platform. But it's not the only part of the platform. The other part of the platform is an opportunity for us to give what we call oxygen, not flowers. We're not knocking anybody about flowers, but we want to give oxygen. And we say oxygen. Oxygen is our way to breathe life into you for what you are doing, who you are, and the things that you mean to our community. And so at this time, I'd like everybody in the audience to go with us to give a round of oxygen to Ben.
Yeah.
So DJ Ben Richardson. Now, we usually don't do this. I told you I'm doing a whole lot of stuff that we ain't even know. You know what I'm saying? We don't do this. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta reach over here. You know, people don't know this. I gotta tell you, we have a little gift, package that we give out to our guests. Just tell them thank you. We appreciate them coming. I want to give you yours on camera. Because you here with us, you here every week with us, but this means a lot more, to me than a lot of things because you do a lot of things. And this week you allow me to be a part of that wonderful weekday you had.
Yeah.
You allow me to be a part of that, and I didn't need nothing, but you allowed me to be a part of it in a couple of ways. And now I want to show you your appreciation from our community partners, our partnerships that we have on the show for who you are and what you're doing. This is our gift package to you.
All right,
and we'll run it down. We have an opportunity now. When you smell the candle, let me tell you what you think. She always trying to smell the candle. What you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I gotta rub it on my skin or something.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah, Ben, that's that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I told him when I was going back, I went and picked up a shipment, and I was like, "Yo, we got Ben coming up." I was like, and then he came out. I said, "Yes."
That one smell like cocoa butter. It's
Yeah,
nice.
Alright.
That's why I said I want to put on my skin.
Now, this is from Kamisha.
Now, listen.
She says she has something especially for DJ Ben Rich. This from Brainiac 91.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Show that up, let T see that. That's at Brainiac 91. Yeah, she love you, man. She said she appreciates you being every week, all that. It's a big thing. Now, I'm going to just say this. I told her Ben was coming. She said, I got something. I said, okay. Now, there's a couple things in there.
Probably don't want to.
Yeah, we don't need it. Grocery store came out with you. That's part of a big thing. Now, you can show them, every guest that comes on. See, Sleek Vodka don't just sit up here on the thing. Show them the little Sleek Vodka.
I'll take it.
Show them that. I want to show them.
And my homeboy, Chris Chestnut.
The homeboy. Wyandotte County.
With the travel.
You know what I'm saying? He shoot him out a shot of that Sleek Vodka every guest that come on here. So y'all think he's just sitting on the table.
Yeah.
He's not just sitting on the table. He is making sure that every guest that come on here, Sleek Vodka.
And my frat brother. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, that's y'all. And that's not what I'm saying. He supports the show. We support him. That's why I told you about the tasting that we got coming up. But he makes sure every guest that come on here get a taste of the Sleek Vodka. And I'm telling you, it is the smoothest vodka. I'm telling you. If you haven't tasted, come out. So, had to make sure that's out there. Let's go. And we put that out there. I also appreciate the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? For being a part of that.
Our grocery shop.
You know what I'm saying? Come shop. Now, Ben, we got that out the way. Had to do that, man, because we ain't really never done that before. But I wanted to get them the props, and all of them. And I told them you was all of them. When I told them you was coming on the show, I'm like, Ben, every one of them said, "Oh, make sure Ben, hey Ben, we gotta say they said something out. You mean something to a lot of everyone, because a lot of them people don't realize that, this show is also about promoting businesses." Promoting our local businesses.
All for it, yeah.
And all these businesses up here are local businesses. And I don't knock Kansas or Missouri, but all Wyandotte County came in and said, yo, I want to support you, I want to be a part of it, and they rushed and did that. Now my guy Brandon Doses from Missouri, he did the same thing, come in, and we welcome all, but we wanted to make sure that we shot them out because they wanted to be a part of giving you oxygen too, for what you are and who you are.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank
okay.
You.
Now let's get to this other part of it.
All right.
So Ben, where were you born?
Kansas City, Kansas, Wyandotte County.
Wyandotte County. You better say.
Okay. Dot boys.
From the dot.
In the house.
The dot.
Okay. Now I got a question. I'm gonna just ask this. Ain't nobody even understand this, but I'm asking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Berry Bulldogs.
Yeah.
What's up?
Berry Bulldogs. We go back.
Berry Bulldogs. What's up? Because I'm gonna tell you my first experience. I didn't really like it.
I didn't really like it.
I didn't like my first experience with Ben Richardson and the Berry Bulldogs. I did not like it. But I'm gonna let you say
shout out to
Berry
Bulldogs.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you say your experience because I didn't like it. They put a whooping on us. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Berry Bulldogs.
I mean, we go back to Wyco out in what was that? Like 90. About 100th and Leavenworth Road, the facility out there when it was open. We had to be all of first grade, kindergarten, first grade, and that's where we started. And then we had been playing. We balled out ever since. Coach Barry, my dad, he helped coach the first year, and then he was always there at every game too. So, push us in the gym, teaching us yes sir, yes ma'am, all that. Just the etiquette of being a young man growing up. So it was more mentorship as we were growing up and playing ball, and I mean people were still friends with to this day, and just a lot of different teams we grew up playing, so it's a great way to have your bragging rights in the city and all that. So
I like that.
You should brag a little harder. It sound like y'all whoop Mo.
So you want to bring that back up?
I did.
You want to bring that back up? Out of all the things he said, and I said you want to bring that back up.
I don't think it really.
Well, I thought we was on the same.
We just out there playing.
I see what's going on. I do have a victory against Berry Bulldogs.
Was it against DJ too?
Who was DJ?
Our DJ.
You said DJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
DJ.
Our DJ. What I said, I'm gonna say this and make it clear. I do have a victory against Berry Bulldogs. I do have a victory.
A victory.
Okay. A victory. I do have a victory. Okay. I'm going to just say that. I'm put that out there. You know what I'm saying? All right. I first met Ben. I said, boy, they cheat. I'm on the sideline. I said, boy, they cheating. This dude is too fast. He cannot be in this grade. I said, well, this dude here. His toothpaste cannot be in this grade. Well, and I'm sitting here and they like, Coach, I said, I know, but I'm just saying he's too fast. You need to be playing another.
My sister, she's a track star.
Come on.
Boy, I know that too. But I didn't have to coach against her. I was supposed to get shit. Yeah. I said, boy, this dude here is good night. And I'm talking all this stuff like, boy, this guy here, woo. And then guess what? 8th grade, I walked on the field. I said,
here you go again.
Oh, no, ain't no here you go again. He on my team. He on my team now. Yeah, okay, watch out. Okay, he play for me. Yeah, here we go. Here, give him the ball. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Ben, now that I ask you something, she may not get no questions in. Normally she dominates the whole thing. I'm dominating. I'm talking everything. Matter of fact, I'm even. If T Money would have moved my mic over, I'd have slid on the couch. But she don't let me get on the couch. She keep me in the corner. But I'm going, it's okay. Now, let's talk about moving into middle school. I don't ask nobody.
You ain't even ask the man what he do.
Cause we ain't get to that yet. We moving up into that. He hasn't got that.
We
were talking about Barry Bulldogs.
You getting a whole new.
We talking about Barry Bull. This ain't. I told you, special edition.
It's special.
Special edition. Now we middle school.
Okay. So now I'm asking because I ain't never even asked this. I'm asking this because I know he gonna tell me the truth.
What is it?
How was it playing for Coach Mo?
Oh my God.
It was great. Like
I ain't easy to play for. I know that. I know that.
I think because Coach knew me, and then it was really I felt like I had free range to just kind of do my thing while I was on the court or football field or whatever it was. But no, I was pretty quiet, growing up. But it gave me a leadership role, and I may not speak much on the court on the field, but they brought that out of me into the in sports and everything else that came after that. So yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was good to be a leader and teammates and all that. So it's good to run a team and show out a little bit.
He's so politically correct.
Well, but I mean, he did. He gave a good answer. I appreciate him saying that because he could have said a lot of other things. Because I know I'm not easy to play for. But I appreciate that. But the one thing I do appreciate about Ben, and it still shows to this day, is Ben didn't start out the quarterback. We had some situations going. Mm-hmm. And Ben took over the role as the quarterback. But Ben never said nothing. Like, he never complained. He never, nothing. He did what was asked of him, whatever. But when he got into the leadership role, I didn't know Ben could even talk. Because he ain't say nothing. Ben hardly ever talked. I mean, I knew he could say a word, but Ben never talked. Ben just did. Like, he just did. He never said nothing like I'm just like he never said nothing. He just did. Ben could be mad. You can see it in his face. I'm like, man, you got 40 bears. I'm like, man, you ain't gonna do 40 bears. I just mean 3 bears.
Yeah, now you're rhyming though. You were,
Well, he did. I think I'm like, Ben, I just wanted you to say something, man. You ain't doing no force. Just do 2 bears, man. But man, say something. Move. He's like, Coach, I'm just gonna do what you say do. I'm like, man, this dude here is something. But when he got to the leadership role, he started talking. And I'm like, well, okay, Ben does talk. Ben does know how. But what I respect about Ben and his whole group more than anything is that they were all friends. Yeah. Like, they still friends to this day. Yeah. Like, they were all together. Like, they weren't just teammates. Like, they were friends. They hung out. They talked.
Just DJ'd my boy Taiwan's wedding.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So a couple weeks ago, well, still keep in touch.
Yeah, it's good. So it's a good thing. So now it leads me to my next question. How has that played a role in who you are today? And the reason I'm saying that because let me preface is a lot of times now when we're with youth, whatever, they don't see the value of these friendships that they have or these people that's in. They don't see the value, and they will cross the friendship. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all didn't cross the friendship. I have never heard, and I ain't saying it didn't happen. Mm-hmm. I'm saying I ain't never heard. And I talked to a lot of y'all independent. I've never heard, y'all cross each other or, man, he did this, he did. None of those things. Y'all always have remained friends all the way up. So how'd you do that? Like, how does that play a part?
I mean, it's just a humbleness, and then, you're working with a team. It's not an individual effort. I mean, you put in your individual, purpose or whatever you need to do for the team, but
they said stop your Barry White voice and do it, man.
That's why I talk about my voice. Stop
your Barry White voice.
Take a little bit of bass up. I forget what I said.
Got the chain glistening all on the boy. You over there looking up? Damn, told you. They didn't hear me say it. But my brother told you. I told you. That's what my grandparents used to say. Boy, you over there, little clean as a white man. Gorilla, boy.
Why they say clean as white fish?
Clean, boy.
Clean as white
They said,
fish.
my people said clean as a white mouth gorilla or ape.
Oh, white
you ever
mouth.
seen one of them?
No.
Yeah, that's how clean it is. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
But no, like I said, it's just being a collective unit. I mean, people have their standouts, whatever, but it's still just working towards one common goal and learn that young. So, people have different abilities and you use them, to the best in each situation. So, yeah, I mean, it's just, you coached and just do what you need to do out there and, win together. So.
Now, Ben, you went to Sumner Academy.
Yep.
All right.
Starting 8th grade.
8th grade,
Yeah.
all the way through. Now, explain to me, Sumner Academy, you're going through. You also, I can't knock this. I gotta make sure this out there. You also are etched in history.
Yeah.
You do have a state championship.
Yeah. 2000,
yeah. We can't let that slide.
2000 state champs. Yeah.
State championship.
Squad, yeah.
State championship.
Yeah, and leading up to that, it was so when we won our 98 championship,
Okay.
so I was a freshman that year. And it came down, it was like, we working, what was that? I guess sub-state. So I was on the bench, but I didn't really play. I'll get some time here and there. But when they called the squad, it's like, well, Ben, you ain't going to state with us. I was like, that broke my heart. But at the same time, I was determined to come back that next summer and have a starting role. I was like, whatever it is, I'm gonna come back and handle business. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, 2000 was the year. And got my starting spot, me and Jeff in the backcourt. And, I mean, learned so much. It was, being down in Salina, winning that. My mom was going through some surgeries, too. So it was just, like, extra motivation to, bring that ship home to the family and everything else. So just being in that huge arena down there, just, remember hitting, a few threes and just, I got my position for defense. It wasn't like I came in, averaging 20 points or nothing like that. Freshman year I did all right, but you get with that squad.
You did real good too.
What's that?
8th grade year you did real good.
Yeah. 8th grade was a good time. Yeah. But yeah, that was having a state ring and I feel like you accomplished what you came to do, being in high school. So that was. Coach Randy Springs taught me a lot as well. So, blockhead,
blockhead. Everybody said blockhead, but he's a legend.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very
Hall
interesting how.
And Coach Corporal too. Leave him out too.
You said Coach Sparkle?
Coach Corporal.
Oh, Corporal.
Yeah, Corporal. Yeah.
No, I was just thinking it's so interesting how some people let adversity and rejection kind of just beat them down, but you came back like that last dance, like, I'm gonna make it. I'm coming back with my starting spot.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. But on there, the thing with being not going to the first one wasn't the thing. It was numbers. That's all it was. Because you can have 15. On the bench, in a normal game and plus and all.
Well, that was freshman year. That was 99. So
that's what I'm saying. You can have 15, you can have so many on the bench, you know what I mean? Yeah. But in state, you can only put 12 on that thing. Yeah. So it was a numbers thing. It wasn't a thing about it just was a number.
But still, I wasn't in that number. So
and
I took that to heart. So
right, and I know that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It was a numbers thing.
No.
You know what I mean? So it was shooting up going, but it was like, I didn't make that 12. Yeah. You got me messed up.
Yeah. I was out for blood. Yeah. You saw me. I was dunking, probably slapping blocks off the backboard,
Yeah.
No,
you don't set your team on him with dunking and blocking.
I wasn't there.
I'm on the 5-7, but
she gonna be over there. Get him. Oh, sniggling and giggling. Okay, again.
We love DJ Baby. Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying that's what you did. No, you did that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you, don't do that. All right, now Ben, let's move a little forward.
Yeah.
Got state championship moving. So I want to know what what helped you make the choice about where you went to college? Because I don't even want to say where you went to college. First, I'm going to say you're going. So, what are you thinking about college?
as I got older, high school, I wasn't thinking like, okay, basketball is going to be my career. I need to do something. I need to use, my brain, my head for something. And all about education. I mean, that was first in our family. So you didn't have your grades up, you couldn't play. So I always kept straight A's or A's and B's, no problem. But it was really, we had like one of those assessments where you sit down and try to figure out, okay, what do you want to do, after high school, to determine college and all that. Sat down with my counselor, and after I did my test, it was like, you have a great problem solving skills, and you should go into engineering. So I think this was either my junior year or senior year, and it's like, okay, well, I tried it out. I used to tinker with electronics as a kid, video games. That's all I did. Okay, ask my family, my sisters now, they be playing music in the background, so that DJ aspect came from that, where I always just heard these albums in the background, like Down My Heart, Bobby Brown, Keith Sweat, like all that. I grew up. And then like my dad, my mom, they played everything from David Sanborn to Marvin Gaye to Luther. Yeah, well, Luther was always every morning they had Luther and the Whispers going. We're going back to that
Sam Cooke.
Yeah, Sam Cooke. Yeah, that's one of my dad's favorite songs. Change is Gonna Come.
Yeah. Okay. I figured. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, after that, it was just like, okay, it was figuring out a college then. I didn't really want to leave home, but I ended up moving to the next step. I ended up going to Prairie View. Yeah, graduated with a 4.1 GPA.
Say that again.
4.1 GPA.
Graduated with we say that for the third time. You graduated with what?
4.1. Yeah, 4.1 GPA.
That deserves some oxygen in itself. Yeah, 4.1. Now, I ain't cutting you off, but I do want to say, what made you choose Prairie View? So I knew this, but I'm trying not to say things. So Prairie View, what made you choose Prairie View?
I mean, we didn't have like any like family history of us, going to HBCUs, historically black colleges. It really came down, like I applied to all the schools here. Kind of knocked them, but they didn't give me any money, so. And I had a full ride for Prairie View. Like they sent me a letter back, and it's like everything's paid for, So, all I had to do, get some books, and you're on your way. So I'm like, free college, help my parents out, help me out, And we gladly drove down. Like I did go for a spring break trip.
Where is Prairie View? So people who don't know, where is Prairie View?
So Prairie View is about 45 minutes west of Houston, 30 to 45 minutes depending on traffic, west of Houston.
So it's in Texas.
Yes, in Texas.
I want people to know where it is.
So
it's HBCU, which is what? Just make sure we know.
Historically Black College University.
Okay, which HBCU is in Texas, and it's you said it's about 45 minutes from where?
From Houston.
From Houston. Okay.
And me and my buddy Stephen Pace, we went down to visit.
Pace.
And that's one of the smarter guys I know. I mean, that dude, he's a beast.
Yeah.
But yeah, we went down and visited the campus. It's like the hospitality, like it was really Southern hospitality down there. So it's like, this is where we're going. Like I didn't have to visit another school after that. It's like no matter, I'm a big KU fan, but I was like, hey, we going to Texas, let's go. And family drove down there. We all took a road trip down 12 hours, and that was it. Driving off, and we went from there.
Rest is history.
Yeah.
So now give me one of your best memories from Prairie View.
Wait, first I need to know what you majored in.
Electrical engineering.
Okay, electrical engineering.
We was getting to that. Because that's what we did. Well, we getting to that. You know what I'm saying? You sit back to that. I don't normally say sit back to them. This been great.
Chill.
I'm talking stuff. Oh, you said you majored in what?
Electrical engineering.
Electrical engineering.
Bachelor of Science, electrical engineering.
Ooh. Is that 4.1? 4.9.
No, I didn't have 4.1 in college. I had 3.7.
Yeah, but
it's the ambition.
The ambition of it. I said that's that 4.1. Okay.
They got me down there.
Got you down. That's what I'm saying. Okay. So, give me one of your best memories of.
I mean, it was. It felt like a family environment. We had. It had to be at least 25 of us from KC down there. So, it was just at least knowing people when you're out of town, you didn't feel like you was by yourself, and you had people you knew, you see on campus.
It was a lot of y'all down there.
Yeah, we had a KC club, So I mean, we was rolling deep down there, but Yeah, I mean, it was just a great experience, like having black professors and intelligent. I mean, I had a professor that was he wrote the book we was studying out of for the class for I think it was network theory or something like that. And I mean, he's the author on the book. I'm like, man, this is what's up. This is serious. Yeah. I've seen educated black men, because I want to say I hadn't had a black teacher. I had a black woman, fourth grade teacher, Miss McGinnis, but black male teacher I didn't have until college. I want to say, outside of Coach Springs is like PE, but like in the education, teaching me like math, science, or whatever it is. Majority of my teachers were so. Whether it's like I said, network, electrical engineering, doing breadboards. And like I said, you got the author of the guy teaching the class. It's
right.
And I mean, we saw it, building as we were coming up. Like the campus was growing, so brand new buildings. They built the brand new electrical engineering building when I was a sophomore down there. So we were the first ones to be in that. And this is like when Facebook had just came out. Like we saw like all the transition of like technology happening too. So from MySpace to Facebook, and then getting high speed. Like we would be in the dorm rooms. That's when we had DSL. If anybody know what you go from dial up to DSL. Yeah. We wasn't quite fiber or nothing like that, but we all had our Xboxes, and that's when we was first like playing against each other in our dorm rooms or whatever. So. And I'm in there, tinkering with computers, and that's when I started kind of making beats and mess with music and getting a love for understanding, seeing DJs on campus. I wish I would have started then, but it exposes you to so many things outside of Kansas City, and I just learned different passions from there about photography and DJing, and just everybody on their hustle down there.
Do you think that you would have been as successful had you not gone to HBCU?
To me, I felt like I would have been successful anywhere, but that environment, it gave me a different way of thinking. I guess you could say that. It let me see something different from, maybe what I was used to, staying in Kansas City.
What you mean, from us or just in general?
No, just in general, like just opening my eyes to the world. Like I had never like really been out of town for real. I mean, we would take road trips in, California or Oklahoma, but, just actually staying somewhere else. I like that, you were kind of forced to survive on your own in a way. Knowing I had support from my family, my parents and everything, but still it was like, you can't just go back home. It's not down the street. So it helped you grow up a lot quicker. I learned how to cook. I called my mom, be like, all right, so how you make this chicken and noodles and lasagna? Like I was throwing down sophomore year. Like what I did is like, in order for me to eat, I'd be like, all right, what y'all want for dinner? So I was like, y'all got to buy the food. I get free meals out of it. So I would cook, we had our fish and spaghetti. That goes good with me. So fish spaghetti, we had lasagna, made chili for the first time. So like one of my favorite dishes too. So yeah, it was just, learn how to survive on your own. But just the way we were raised in our house. So we learned how to do a little bit of everything. Like my dad taught me how to use tools and power tools, work in the yard, things like that. My mom taught me all the ins and outs of taking care of the household, just so you're never dependent on anybody else. So did laundry, cook, wash dishes, clean up at yourself. I was the dusting, I was dusting that house. It was clean there. Nothing else. I'll make sure those bookshelves. Yeah.
Okay. Like, so Ben, talk to me a little bit about transitioning from college. So I know it's a lot more, but I want to talk about, professional a little bit and moving up to that. So transitioning from college, you graduated from college. What career field did you get into? What did you do after that?
Well, yeah, I stuck with electrical engineering, and I wish I would have went into computer science because that's what I do a lot of stuff now. But I had an internship with a utility company up here through Inroads, which is internship program where they help minorities in business and engineering and things like that. So I stuck throughout that program. I had a internship right after my freshman year. So every summer and winter I would come back home to KC and work. So, I make my change when I'm back home making pretty good money, And when I graduated, they hired me full time, and that was a job I stuck with for 10 years. So
what is that job? What was that job?
Kansas City Power and Light now in Evergy.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I worked probably every engineering discipline. It wasn't just electrical engineering. I went into instrumentation and controls engineering, boiler engineer, and instrumentation and controls is more like computer science, dealing with servers and learning how all the equipment interacts through a computer screen in the control room and how it turns pumps on and off and fans on and off, and you can see the whole plant. So the whole power plant. So I spent a lot of time at power plants working there, and I would travel to each of the different ones doing projects. So, yeah.
Okay. So you're coming from there, you started working with there. You said about 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the transition from that? What you said 10 years. So
10 years.
What was after that?
And then I got my MBA in that process as well. So I went to Park and got my master's business administration with a focus in computer network and security.
And you did that when?
That was between the years 2007, 2011.
Okay.
So I just did it slowly. I mean, it was paid for, so hey, free education, I'll take it.
So tell them when you graduated from college.
So I graduated in 2006 from Prairie View. Okay. Right after that, I moved home and started. So I got to move back to Kansas City and went for a utility company, and then got my master's between 07 and 11, just taking a few courses at a time, so it wasn't overwhelming with my schedule. So I had, it was a pretty hefty load, working 8 to 4 or 5 or whatever. So I did maybe 1 or 2 classes at a time.
Okay.
So leaving there, I resigned on my own terms. I just wanted to do something different. It was just time for a change, and I had a passion for education, so I wanted to see what it was about, being an educator and going into that field. And
that's rough because you was leaving a different. Yeah, you was leaving money.
You was different.
I ain't gonna lie.
Leaving a different.
You was leaving a different tax bracket of money.
Yeah.
To go to a lesser tax bracket of money.
So I probably made about half of what I made as an engineer. But it was something I wanted to do. It's like time for a change, and I'm glad I did. Like you don't really see it when it's happening, but after you get into it, you see the impact that you're having on the kids. And it's still kids. I see this say, "Hey, Mr. Richardson," and it just blows my mind how they, they still remember. And being a young black male educator too, I might have been the first one.
You were still very young.
Yeah, I was at that time. Shoot, I was at 16. So yeah, I was like 28 or so.
That's young, y'all.
Yeah, somewhere in there. I know my calculations are wrong, but went into there. I was in education for about 4 years. My first 2 years was at a charter school, Benjamin Banneker Charter, and was there as their STEM educator. So I still got to do engineering, but just teaching the kids. There's like you have free range to do what you do. So I had to come up with the curriculum. Because it was like, okay, let me teach them code. And that's when I started with our code. Yeah. And a lot of stuff branched out of that. Like we were doing like augmented reality where you can see stuff in space, like in the physical space. So you can bring it up like off of the screen and see like a heart beating and things like that. It was like a screen called Z Space. And the kids could take these pens, but they have to put on these 3D glasses. So it's like, I feel like it was ahead of the time, but technology changes so quickly.
You developed it?
I didn't develop
the curriculum around that.
Yeah. So I had to teach class based off of that, and it was everywhere from pre-K through 8th grade, and trying to figure out how to teach each grade level, which gave me a lot of practice. But it was like, okay, what do we focus on? But I wanted to teach. I'm teaching pre-K and kindergartners coding. Then my son also goes to the same school too, so I'm like developing him and then a few other, his friends. I'm like, all right, then y'all go out and teach the class as well, just so they can, be early mentors in that sense. So, and teaching them, if they ever want to go to education, they have that experience really early. But it helped me, figure out, okay, I can help the kids that are struggling, but you got kids that are, they understand it. They can help me out as well. So, and they're learning a lot quicker that way when you teach.
Yeah.
So,
I like that.
And then I went into math. I taught math for a year at a University Academy, and after that I went to SVN, School of Vida Nuova.
So that again?
Taught there. SVN. We say SVN, but it translates to School of New Life. But right off Independence in Garfield. So, and I spent a year there, and still in education now and consulting. But yeah, between STEM and engineering and teaching computer science, that's kind of where the passion, and I want the kids to pick my brain or get any experience, just get hands-on experience to make money when they get older. Just to see a lot of our kids just kind of thrive in that space, because that's where it's been and that's where it's going. So.
Man, it's commendable, Ben. You went from a different career to wanting to teach youth and wanting to do something in our community and passion, and then you stuck with it. And then that is I'm not gonna lie, you don't get into teaching kids for money.
You can't. That's what
you don't get into that.
That's what I was thinking. Like it's a love. I don't want to say project, but it's definitely a work of love.
Yeah.
The kids kind of affect you and pull you in a way that you never expect.
Yeah. And that, and it's always having a plan as well. Like, I didn't stop my entrepreneurship journey. I'm still hustling.
We know you got 20 jobs.
Yeah, we're getting to that.
I'm still hustling, trying to make up for that pay that I missed out. But to me, it's all worth it because I got to, give back where I had a fulfilling job in the end, and then I also did the things that I love, the hobbies that I love, and we'll talk
That's how you made that mountain mix.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about the transition, because you spent those times, doing those programs and teaching and all of that culminated into now you have something going on with engineering and STEM. So what is it that you have now going on with engineering and STEM?
Well, after the experience of getting into it, I'm always thinking of ahead, like how can I monetize my hobbies or the background that I have, and I went into kind of consulting. I just literally started a business and called it STEAM Renaissance. And
you gotta say that. Don't just roll past
STEAM Renaissance.
STEAM Renaissance. The business is the business. So he said the business because he tried to roll past it. I created a business called STEAM Renaissance. No, slow down. You have a business. You're the owner of a business. Right. This called STEM Renaissance. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, put the
STEAM Renaissance.
STEAM Renaissance. Uh-huh. Okay.
So we just include the arts in there too.
The arts, STEAM.
A lot of times I say STEAM or STEM too, but it's just out of habit.
But so they know science, technology, engineering, arts and math. STEAM. That's what that is. STEAM Renaissance.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, man. Is that on a shirt?
No, not yet. But it's a lot of shirts I got to make, but it's a lot of moving pieces too.
Okay. So STEAM Renaissance does what, man?
So it really it really does. It's a way for me to have that educational part in giving back to the community. So it's opening up our kids' minds to whatever it is that they want to do. So engineering, whether it's computer science, and music, beat making, music production, this is all included. So it's really made up of things that I love to do, and the experiences I had, and want to give that back to kids. Like I want to go into the schools or have after school programs where, hey, I can bring in my turntables. Like, hey, have at it. Here's the basics of beat matching and BPMs and mixing songs together. Or it can be photography, or it can be talking about electric cars. It's pretty much, it opens up where I'm not confined to a certain space. I can do anything that gives kids to be able to touch some type of technology in some way that, like when I grew up, it wasn't that I saw a lot of stuff. I had to just go and tinker with it. It can be an old phone in the house I'm tearing apart and seeing my mama laugh. So the wire phones we had, I remember taking apart one of the phones. My sister used to have a clear phone too, but I got to see like all the, like now I can say, all the capacitors and all the wires are, how does this all work? So that's kind of how I got into, electrical engineering too. But, it's just nerd geek. Like I was geeked out about that stuff. And like my video games, like literally I had my bedroom had like 3 TVs, and T probably remember this. I had like a Nintendo setup, Sega Genesis, and a Super Nintendo.
Tell them what year they said though.
This is before esports started. I had esports in my room,
Yeah.
So you can go between the different, games or whatever.
You gotta understand the setup.
You can play Mario, you can play Sonic, you can play So that's how I had my room set up. And my dad and mom gave me, every different type of TVs with the little dials on them.
Yeah.
So I was the one hooking up all the VCRs and the the surround sound system and stuff, and I was doing this like sub 10 years old. So it was only right.
So man, this is amazing. So we're gonna keep moving, but I do, I'm sure sorry. we've been working on getting Steam Renaissance down with the Jenee Klub.
Hey, in my mind, that's what I was.
I got time for that.
We working on it. It's coming. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple other meetings we working on too to bring that in because that's a great thing. Yeah. And like I said it earlier. I'm gonna say it again. One of the most amazing, I know how to say the word, but it's amazing things was this weekend when you put that all into play, you know, with those students for the beat making.
And that was a vision I had years ago, and it was just a matter of having like the right team of folks. I didn't want to necessarily do it by myself, but it's like just like a book I'm reading, Think and Grow Rich. It's like bringing
Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon Hill. It's like bringing a thought to mind, and then just seeing it to fruition. More so on the book's end, it's like monetizing off of it. But on my end, I wanted to give back to the community in that way. So, and it was like last year, I was like, man, I got to do more in my community. I feel like you get so busy with work and then family and kids and things. It's like you have to take time for that, but you also have to keep your mind at ease as well. Have that peace. So I was finally in a space where I was able to do that. Teamed up with We Code. And they help with the funding and giving the space and just the awesome team there. Like the stuff I couldn't do, I saw people just kind of grabbing stuff and doing it. So it felt good to have that support. And I felt like I could just focus on making sure we made that happen. So I want to say about Jay White. I met Jay White back in 2006, and we're at like a conference where everybody's bringing in their beats. Like nobody's like doing anything real major. You got a few, people having a buzz in the city between rappers and producers. So it's like a session for us to like play our music we've been working on. So I just kept in touch with him. It's not like we talked every day, but we remember each other from back then. So he made it big. I was just biggest supporter. I was like, dude, I'm play whatever you got going on. I'm making sure I'm playing it out and about or supporting your music. So he ended up, being Grammy nominated and made Cardi B's first, single that, Bodak Yellow. Like he produced that, like he made that. He made Money. He made I Like It, like that. Cardi B, all Cardi B hits, 11 times platinum on 2 of them, 5 times platinum on another. Did Savage with Megan Thee Stallion and Beyonce. And then a lot, he won a Grammy with 21 Savage and J. Cole. So it was very dope for him to come back. And I just reached out, Facebook, like, hey, this is the vision that I have. Are you willing? Like, I want to, what would it take to get you in town? He's like, man, it's nothing. Just, I'll be there. And I told him the date, and he showed up and showed out. Like, I was like, can we get anything for you? Can we get a plane ticket? He's like, no, I got it. It's for the kids, and I want to do something in the community. So
that's amazing.
He said, I'll do this for you, bro. Like, anything you need, I got you. And we had him there. It was like surreal, like seeing it happen, and all the kids kind of, being able to touch MIDI keyboards and make beats. And like I said, like we said before, them kids, like, you got a lot of producers that are up and coming, because we had tandems of cousins, male and female. I mean, they were rocking it. Like, and then we just had a session where we played all their music back. Like, I literally sat down 5 minutes and like showed them the program, and I was just like have at it, because I want them to have their creative space to just create without boundaries. And I mean, they had us rocking in there. We had people trying to freestyle over the beats.
I'm not gonna lie. That's why I said it was the most amazing thing, because it was the energy. That's why I keep putting the E. Yeah. The energy that was in that room when I came in and watched the kids, because I came in kind of to tail end, and then y'all started playing the beats that they made. Yeah. And I was like, oh man, so how long they been doing this? He's like, man, I just showed them in the morning.
This morning.
Like, what?
Yeah, that morning.
And I'm talking about, you'll see the faces of the kids, like, you got to say, he played one beat, The other kids, they sitting there trying to hide, like, I'm putting my beat on, But then, they play the beat. Yeah. And then when they play it, the beat is fire. And you see the look on their face, the confidence, like these people
rocking to it. Yeah.
These people, and they like, man, this is really right. But nah, this ain't even it. But when they look over and they see Jay White bumping, I'm talking about he bumping and he like, boy, that's hot. Like, Boy, and he's serious, he genuine about the stuff well, that's creative. Like, and he's sitting over there dancing and man, he got up on one song and started doing a little dance. I mean, the kids went stupid, like confidence level, the face, the energy.
That's such a blessing.
Man, it was a great thing.
I'm so proud of you. Proud of Jay.
Good thing.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
love that y'all did that for the kids. The exposure, man, to something new is priceless. I say that all the time. It's always such a blessing to have people come in and take time just to introduce them to something that, I mean, you never know until you try it.
Yeah.
You know?
And he broke it down in such a simple way how he made Savage, just line by line. He's like, I probably had 6 different tracks on here, and he showed them each part, and he's like, that's it. And that's how he makes a living. So kids was like, oh. And I mean, he shared a lot of information with them just to see, you know, that's how, you know, you put in your hard work. Like, he stayed at it. That's what he focused on doing. So he made it happen for himself. So it was great to be able to give that back to our kids.
So now let's move. So, because you got several other things we need to get to, and T's looking at me like, yo, man, time is ticking. So how did you get into DJing?
DJing.
You ain't said nothing about DJing. You did say you like to listen to music. Mom and them was playing. Sis was playing. You like to live, but you ain't said nothing about how you get to the music.
It came about like I was exposed to it in college, so I seen DJs. That's when I seen like DJs heavy, like everywhere. But it didn't really, you know, hit until like maybe 2008, 2009, where it's like, man, I want to try this out. You know, I want to learn how to use the turntables and controllers and all that. So, and I would be out at the clubs, and I used to just take pictures all the time. So I started a photography company that turned into DJing. That's why I say productions, because it's just a combination of my media services or whatever that I provide. So yeah, I got my first opportunity to really touch the tables. DJ Street King, shout out to him, like Executive Lounge over off was that State Avenue. So yeah, I mean, like when it wasn't like people in there, you like go do your thing. Like I had never touched a turntable, so I'm in there just trying stuff out. And that's why I talk about like exposing the kids early instead. You know, I'm a grown man and you're trying to figure it out, but you know, it's all good. And after that, I literally went and bought a book, How to DJ. I read that book thoroughly before I even touched another table. And then I ordered some used turntables, some guy in Chicago, $250, and got a mixer. And I set up shop in my basement. I went on folding tables, and every day I would go down there and practice. I did this for about 9 or 10 months. And then that time I also like went out and listened to different DJs and asked them questions and just asked, hey, is it cool if I be in your space and just kind of watch you? So shout out to DJ Fresh, DJ Q, DJ Lights Out. All the DJs like just helped me along the way, and I'm sure I'm leaving some folks out, but I do want to give everyone props. But yeah, eventually like DJs would let me open up for them, you know, like at some of the clubs, like and that I'm taking pictures at. But hey, I want to get on tables too. So yeah, Lights Out and Q would allow me to do that. Fresh just gave me a lot of information because I know he's the seasoned DJ that's who you know everybody just kind of look up to. So he's the OG in my eyes, a DJ. Mm-hmm. And then also just giving it back too, when other DJs come on, like I'm more than willing to give all the information that I have to DJing. But I just decided to turn it into a business, and it became bigger than what I ever thought. You know, just starting off in my basement, and kudos. They gave me a chance to just do a slow day.
Kudos was it.
That was hot.
Okay, yeah. So they let me play down there on Sundays, and then my boy Gary Mitchell, he F Mill, shout out to F Mill. He let me do his Wednesday nights, and we did this straight for a year. So it got me acclimated to playing in front of a crowd and just coming up like what's the hottest music out, trying to figure all that out and then put it into a mix. So like I said, we rocked that for a year, and it just word of mouth and just kind of took off from there. Got to meet like just a lot of people between photography and DJing, and just being around pretty much like LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, DJing for like the Brat and Case. I'll be sure was a dope
dropping them names.
That's
my DJ.
And doing some family events for Janelle Monáe too. Did the event with Tech Nine. Shout out to Sean Tyler for that connection there. So yeah, like all the musical influence I had is dope to be able to, do stuff for them. I have be in the same space. and have the opportunity to do so.
You better put some respect on our DJ name.
They think I'm playing when I say this. My DJ better than you.
I appreciate that you the way you break down the steps though. I think that it's important for the kids, man, and I notice this is why sometimes they don't reach the level of success that they want in things. I mean, even some adults, because you want to skip steps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you giving it to us like rapid fire, but really like it was perseverance inside of all of that. I mean, you talking about shadowing and practicing in your basement for almost a year.
Yeah, and it's also thinking about how to run a business. Like I'm teaching myself how to run a business
and learning
at this
on
time.
the spot. Right.
So this is the first business I started was my photography and DJing business. So it's like, okay, how do I? Well, I was excited to pay taxes. I was like, man, I'm making money off this. I'm paying taxes on my stuff, so I know I'm legit.
Right.
So it's like, how do I write off like mileage and when I go places and things like that, or writing off trips or whatever when I travel and DJ. Yeah. So it's learning that whole different aspect about it, and it, setting up your LLC, register with the state, and all that. So and just making like going out and networking, like being a self-advertisement when you go out, giving out your business card. So I came up with different marketing ideas for that. And taking my photography logo that I used to put in all the pictures, like everybody knew my logo. And shout out to Jabrelle for making that back in the day, and I just been using it. Jabrelle Moore, yeah. So he did Pure and all that. Yeah. So that's why
I'm thinking of Thrive Thursdays. Is what I was thinking. Yeah. Hey man, they used to have kudos pop.
Yeah. Dope flyers, and then they got me out photography. So that was like my first. Like being out in the nightlife and just kind of grew from there. So
remember the pictures
just observe it.
So he don't remember. I'm glad he don't remember.
I said the same thing. You got a couple of me out there.
I'm glad he got the picture because we used to come through on the kudos studio. I'm like, man, Ben taking pictures all day. Ben, stop snapping these pictures.
I got some pictures at retro looking.
Ben, stop snapping pictures with me in them, man. What is you doing?
Like, and that's just advertising. Like everybody you meet, everybody you meet, it's like, okay, that's Ben Rich picture. And shout out to Garen too. Like he was the first one that got me like into, I think it was voodoo. And I was like, man, can I take pictures with you? Or, come in. So that was like, I have my camera in my hand. I was like, man, this camera's a good way to get in places for free. So I stayed with the camera, and get into the spots and just meet a lot of dope people. DeWitt and all them. And, crew, we had the SIP crew at Voodoo. And it was just a lot of like First Fridays with Ken Lumpkins. Like, it was like so many different avenues to kind of branch and kind of do your thing. And I needed that creative side outside of, working my 9 to 5. I'm like, I'm working a 9 to 5 and then I'm going out 8 till midnight and then getting up doing it again. I was on my hustle Thursday through Sunday and then working my full-time job Monday through Friday. Yeah. And now I'm like in the space now where it's all on my time because I'm running different businesses, but I can choose when I work. I can choose my own hours. So I don't have to necessarily, hey, I want to go out of town, do what? I'm going to say I have PTO or I don't have vacation time. I just be like, I don't make money during that time, so I got to stack my money. Then I got to go travel. Yeah.
My cousin said one of the greatest things about being your own boss or whatever. He said, I don't take vacation time. I rearrange time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a great thing about being an owner or a business owner. Now I got to jump into something else because T Money is looking like, yo, you out of line. And I know she is T Money. I know she's out of line. She do us like this every week.
See, I'm here for you.
She do us.
I don't know if you realize it.
I'm sorry, T. I try. I'm trying, T. I'm gonna get control one day, T. I'm gonna get control. Now, real quick, because we got to talk about this. You just started another business. So we talked about two business. Business number 2. Yeah. We talked about Steam Renaissance.
Yeah.
We talked about
Ben Rich Productions. Yeah, Ben Rich Productions.
Ben Rich Productions.
DJ
talk about
Rich,
2. Yeah. Now let's talk about, because, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to figure out, I said, Ben, what in the world are you doing? Because you keep pulling up.
It's all legal. It's all legal.
Pulling up in these different cars and you doing. I said, Ben, hold up, man. Let's go in the back and talk. Let's go back here and talk. Hey, man, what's going on, man? You tripping? You got all these new rides coming through here. What's up? You said, Coach, I got a car rental. I said, Ben, look, hey, man, this me.
Quit playing with me.
If you don't stop playing with me, I said, what are you doing?
What you doing?
What's going on? Now let's talk about this car rental.
Yeah, it's like I had these moments where I was like, oh, I can make a business out of that. So I literally will stay up all night and get my LLC and my name. It's like, okay, do I want to stick with this name and do it? But yeah, I started a business called Super B Rentals, and that stems from
Super B.
And that stems from my grandfather. Used to has me. Well, it was a Datsun. In the back of the Datsun, well, the front of the Datsun had a CB radio, so that was his CB name.
Oh, it was a CB. Okay.
Yeah, so I just moved that into like the automotive industry, the rental car business or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I started on tour. Like I literally, like when I went to Colorado on the Rocky Mountains, I wanted to isolate myself, so I went to the mountain. Literally, I had this vision of just going on the mountains, getting a log cabin and chilling, like doing music, and that's all I did for like 3 days. I went to Starbucks and sat out there with the folks, but you know, it was just a good getaway. But yeah,
mountain mix, by the way.
So the guy and I wanted to rent a Jeep, so I rented a Jeep for this guy out there, and it was through Turo. So I was like, well, I want to actually, you know, experience it as a renter, you know, and see how the host, you know, does it. And like his stuff was down to a science. He had all the things go out at a certain time, and you know, hey, looking forward to your trip. This is what you need to do to get the car and all that.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it was just a great experience. So it's like, ding, this is our deal. Let's go ahead and do it back home. So I got a car that like my sister probably laughed because she's like, all right, I got this business I want to start. So I was right about her. I was like, all right, what you think? You know, and I just kind of roll with it. No matter what somebody say yes or no.
We gonna put it out there. What did she say? What did she say? Let's put it out there. She said
it was more so, hey, I might need your help getting back and forth to drop cars off. And she's always down. She's like my biggest supporter too.
Boy, you are politically correct. When she probably put hands.
Yeah. So I started with a vehicle that I had, and it was like, okay, let me rent this out. But I had to get another vehicle, so when this is rented out, you know, I can make sure payments paid and everything. So I was like, all right, let me test one car out. And I was hesitant. Like I sat on it for a few days. I could have sat on it longer, but it's like, let's just jump and do it. Like I've had enough experience of just jumping. Yeah. I mean, just jump and start business. What's gonna hurt? If I don't try, then I'll never know. Just like DJing, I wouldn't never know I'll still be doing this 13 years later. But rental car, let's do it. So I put my car in there. All right.
What was the first car again? Because you skipping past it. You skipping step.
Yeah.
I know T is like hurry up, but you skipping step.
Yeah.
What's the step?
Dodge Durango.
The Dodge Durango.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I put that on. It's like, all right, it's doing well. Okay, it's doing well again another month. All right. Well, after like 2.5 months, I was like, all right, let's try to get another vehicle. If I can get approved, all right, get the next vehicle. So I got a Jeep Gladiator. And I haven't put that on there just yet, but it's coming. But just starting with 2 vehicles. Like I had some folks that was doing it, and I asked them about it, and they got like 6 to 8 cars, and they got like a whole team. I'm just kind of, you know, doing this by myself, but I'm also taking care of the folks that are helping me out, like my sister, and then, you know, just people get me back and forth. Like, got to drop off at the airport, and then I got to get back to my other car, you know. But now I have a process now where I can just take one of my cars, park it, go clean one up, or call, you know, one of my family members, go detail it, and then, you know, it's all good. I just got to, you know, I'm just finding my own process. I'm kind of working it through. Working on getting the next vehicle there, and we'll kind of see where it takes me. But I had a lot of people like have questions about, you know, Turo is just easy enough putting your car on there. You can set your own rates. Your templates that go out to people at different times, like 2 hours before your job. I know it's a lot of information. I'm just talking fast.
No, it's not good.
And it's like, hey.
You know what I'm thinking about?
What's that?
I'm thinking about when I said, hey, man, what is you doing, man? I said, man, okay, so, you got a car rental? I want to rent.
Yeah. So every time, I was like, I guess
I'm outside. I said, oh, you renting cars? I want to rent this. Because this not on the rental list yet. Man, what is you doing?
Every time I'm teasing you, you're like, ooh, I want that.
He said, but it'll be on here in a few months. I got, and he started explaining. I said, okay. All right.
But yeah, I meant to.
I love it, man.
It's just taking all my loves for things and making all of my hobbies and pretty much
profitable.
You know, monetizing off of it. So every day I wake up, I'm doing what I love. I love cars. I love music. I love education, giving back, and computers and.
Come on, DJ.
So, I love it, man. I love it, man. I love it, man. And I wanted this to come out, man. You clapping again?
He's slow clapping.
That's your brother.
He always trying to jump in. It's okay. Now we get into that round. This last thing, because we got to go. Because T Money already gave me that look. He's standing up now. That means
tell him quiet on the set, T.
You know, I'm just saying.
Hit him with it.
Tell her she won't been over here. You know.
Listen, I'm here. I do what I can.
Yeah. Why you don't tell T what you tell me? Yeah, see, T, she don't want to tell you how she tell me. I do what I want. I'm like, well, tell T that. No, I ain't saying that.
I'm not saying that to T
Yeah,
Money.
okay. Anyway, Ben, look, man, I appreciate you coming. Love it, man. Thank you. You are so inspiring, man, to our youth from what you do, who you are, and what's going on. Now, that was 3 businesses. Did I miss any?
I mean, I always got
A lot.
something on. You know, I probably go up to like L or M or N.
Okay, I know.
But hey, it's just like that, just in case this don't work out. Make sure, because my daddy be on me. He'd be like,
yeah.
So you getting a real job?
Yeah,
I'm like, Daddy, I got a job.
And I'm a little disappointed though.
Hey, because my daddy worked 35 years. You know.
I'm very disappointed because I expected to see Pops out here. So I'm a little disappointed because you didn't bring Pops. That's one of my favorite people in this world. And you didn't bring him out here. So I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah.
You know. So I'm gonna let that slide for a second, but I am disappointed.
I did try to get him out.
You did?
He don't get out too much.
You don't get out?
Because look at these.
Well, what that means is you're going to have to take me to him then. Okay. Hey, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm talking this me.
My pops don't hold his tongue, so just be prepared.
He ain't never held his tongue.
You already know.
That's why I like you. This is me and Ben talking.
Don't do me.
No,
we totally 2 different individuals. He is
the
most extroverted person you know.
Listen,
He'll let you know.
For a long time, I thought Mr. Richardson was part of the coaching staff. You know what I'm saying?
He was there every game. Yeah.
You know, he sitting here telling me, but he kept it real. Why'd you let Ben do that? Ben, I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay. So what you want me to have him do? No, Ben needs us. Yes, sir. And you see what I'm saying? And guess what? We won. So I'm not gonna say.
You heard what your daddy said.
So yes, Ben, man, so happy to be here, man.
Yeah, same here.
I appreciate it. Tell people how they can get to, Sting, Renaissance, how they can get to, Rich Productions. I probably didn't say that right.
Yeah, Ben Rich
Productions.
You should have made him do it in his 20 seconds.
And then, no.
That'd be a
See,
lot.
there you giving him the hints again. I was trying to throw him off.
He can't repeat it no way.
You always trying to get a game up, and then tell them how they can get to, the card room. Yeah. So give them that.
Okay.
Look at the T, give them that, and then we're going to get to the last question.
We're going to fan a white
give out card. We need to have one of the screens to come down.
Now, we got that, but I told you we're not using that for you.
All right.
Yeah, we're not using that for you. Here 2 minutes long. I need bloopers.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah, go ahead, T.
Ready, T? Spike. All right, this is Ben Richardson. You can reach me. Let's see, where I'll start. DJBenRich.com if you need DJ services. You can check me out on Turo, Super B Rentals, LLC. Just get on Turo and type in Super B Rentals or Ben Richardson. You can find it there. I will have a couple cars up for you to rent. And then also Steam Renaissance, KC.com. Any of your educational services need, you can reach out there. You hit me at 913-927-3521. Just give me a call and I can put you in the right direction of whichever service you need. So, yeah. Yeah, Instagram at DJBenRich.com. Well, at DJBenRich. You can find me on Facebook, Ben Rich, or at DJ Ben Rich on Facebook as well. So those are probably the other 2 I can catch you on.
Yeah, about that Mike Jones.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Mom, we're going to cut the number.
Hit you with the Mike Jones.
He got slide his number in there, Mom. We're going to cut that out. Yeah, Sis said, no, we cutting that one out. We cutting that out. You trying to get a little too much play. We ain't do that.
No.
We ain't getting it. All right,
I wouldn't say that much. I didn't want to say that.
Oh, okay, all right. So now, let's do this.
Okay.
Last question for tonight.
Okay.
All right, but before I do this, I got to ask this another question. On camera.
Layered.
It's layered. We didn't get to finish everything.
Okay.
All right. I know you hear often, but I need you back on the couch another day. Can we reserve the right to bring you back for part 2?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, all right, that's all I need to hear. He said on tape, T-Money, make sure you keep that on tape. All right? He said definitely. He didn't say maybe, and he said definitely. All right, so we got part 2 coming.
Okay.
All right, now, you hear this every week. So if you don't have the right, you
should have it together.
I'm just telling you, 20 seconds, you got the ear of the whole world.
You wasn't. I tried to help you in consolidate.
20 seconds, you got to hear the whole world. You already gave your business stuff, so don't try to go back and do the same thing.
Unless
This
you
is 20
got that
seconds.
finesse.
The whole world, T-Money gonna count you down. You got to hear, what do you say? I gotta tell you the same thing. Don't tell us what you say. Look in the camera, T-Money gonna tell you and get a commercial right there. 20 seconds, he gonna count you down. What do you say? The ear of the whole world. The whole world, Craig. Got the whole world. 20 seconds. What do you tell them? Count them down, T-Money. Which camera? Let him, because he'll try to say no to
He act like he don't know. Because he got his
slick.
own.
He's slick because he got his own camera.
He got his own
camera. He's slick. Okay, tell him which one, T.
This one, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is DJ Ben Rich. Ben Rich. Make sure you keep God first in everything that you do, and never give up. You know, failure is only temporary. You're going to make it to that goal. Just keep pushing through. Live your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you any different. Continue to strive and don't let nobody tell you no. Keep pushing through that door. You can make it.
I ain't gonna lie, DJ.
Hey,
that was real Donnie Simpson.
I'm just saying, he keep Donnie Simpson us with
It was.
He keep it. This is.
What was it? Midnight? What was the show?
Yeah, this is.
Midnight Soul or something like that.
This is Donnie Simpson. You know what? Boy, you come with that real deep on the player. Okay, it's all right. Now I am gonna say this. I am gonna say this. I say this all the time. That was a great.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how come you didn't put a plug in there for something.
Yeah.
You got the whole world. The whole world's attention. You ain't put a plug. Turbo, DJ Ben Richardson.
You said not to do it again.
I said don't do what you did. Don't tell them the whole time. I mean, you gave your number out the whole time.
Yeah.
I didn't say do that, but you gave your number out.
This is all right.
He didn't give his number out.
Okay, that's all right. Sound good. Ben, appreciate you, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for being here. Listen,
My pleasure.
everybody here, one more time, join me in giving a round of oxygen to DJ Ben Rich. Man. So I'm gonna end it here. We went a little too long. T-Money is like, I'm cutting the cameras off. You know what I'm saying?
You can't stop yourself.
Well, I mean, this was a little different. This one here is a little special. I told you this is special edition. All right. Now, before we leave, I got to tell you, you know what I'm saying? We appreciate you being here. You know, appreciate you coming out. I am Coach Mo.
And I'm Jabrelle Jenee.
And together we are Culture Keepers. We love you.
We appreciate you.
And we thank you for being right here with us on the Evening Social Podcast. Do not forget that we're here at 1739 Gallery. All right, we appreciate them. Also, I must say, tune in with us next week. We have Miss Ashley Lawson of Cocky Apparel.
Oh, yeah.
She
What's
gonna be
up,
here.
Ashley Nicole?
All right, Ashley Nicole, you're right. She likes to be called Ashley Nicole. You're sure right. Ashley Nicole. She'll be here next week with us. All right? So please come out. Same Jenna Club time, same Jenna Club place. We'll be right here. Now, in the audience, don't go nowhere because we got another mix by DJ Ben Rich to take us out. What?
Listen, mix it up,
I mean,
baby. Mix it up, baby. I don't got nothing to say.
Yeah, okay. DJ Ben Rich said he's going to give us one more mix. You know, this is an ultimate mix. You know what I'm saying? He throwing on his 913 made hat, throwing on his hoodie, and he giving us to go home mix. You know, he said you ain't got to go home, but we got to go out of here when we finish. All right? Listen, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much. All right? We out.